SIKIKSYD. I am SIKIKSYD. I'm a professional astrologer, psychic, medium, shaman, seer, volleyball player. All the information before the description box down below. If you're interested in the products that I sell here at SIKIKSYD, in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. I do Congos here at SIKIKSYD in honor of Marie Laveau, who used to do spiritual gatherings at Congo Square. So today we will be doing a general collective reading, as well as a prediction and advice for each astrological sign. So let's get right into it. Check out my social media. Check out the products that I sell. And thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Thank you for your kind comments, like, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. I'm truly appreciative. Let's get right into your reading. All right, what is the future for you? You can be any astrological sign and resonate with this reading. What's the future for you? What's the future for you? What is the future for you? What is the future for you? Okay. What's the future for you? All right. What is it? Oh, okay. All right. This is so amazing. Okay, the future for you is major life events. There's something huge coming for you. You can feel it. I can feel it. Everyone can feel it. Are you ready? You have the sun. The number 19 could be significant to you. Leo energy. You have the Lovers, Gemini energy. And you have the Emperor, which can be any astrological sign. It's masculine energy. And the hidden energy is the King of Pentacles. Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarian energy. Okay? Okay. So let's get into it. I see that you will be loving what you do for work. I also see it reflecting in what you wear. I see you wearing bright colors, truly standing out. There's also a feeling of like your femininity being something that you truly embrace and is seen by the world. Because if you see, she doesn't even like have a shirt on, right? I do feel like if you see, she's actually holding the sun. If you're in a relationship, it's like there's a renewal in the relationship of love with your significant other, like over and over and over again. Feeling like it's like love at first sight. I do feel like you're very happy during this time. You could be in a hot climate, or you could be spending a lot of time outside. You know, I do feel like you're doing things that make you happy. You could be spending time with your children. You could be doing things that you used to do as a child. Many of you guys could be in the entertainment industry, and you're being recognized during this time with the sun. It's like the spotlight is on you. You could rap, dance, act, sing, or you could be in front of the camera, or there's something that you do in the entertainment industry. You're standing out, shining very brightly, and I also feel like it's radiating from within you, you know, outwardly, right? It's not like something you can really hide. You know, you can't hide the sun, right? Someone's also pregnant. I also feel like you could have children. I also feel like if someone's pregnant, it's a boy. Now, I'm also seeing that if you're in a relationship and you're married, it's like one of you were to pass away, the other person would not be married. It's a love that goes past death. You feel like you and your significant other are soulmates and vice versa. You and your significant other could be intimate. I also feel like if you are single, you could become intimate with someone who's also single. who could be very positive, but also has an emotional side as well, and is ready for a relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's a very faithful relationship. I see there being a lot of intimacy and being very happy. Like, there's a lot of joy here. And there's a lot of compatibility. It's like through, like, especially with the mind and the communication. I also feel like emotionally, you guys are very aligned and find similar things that make you happy. I also feel like you're recognizing that you're pretty freaking amazing, that you shine really brightly, that you are beautiful or handsome, or that you are someone who's very aesthetically pleasing, that a lot of people find you conventionally attractive, or they find you someone who's very unique, someone who stands out. There is a feeling of allowing yourself to be seen in your natural state, right? You can see their natural hair. Allowing yourself to be seen in your natural state. Allowing yourself to be embraced as yourself. And if you see here with the Emperor, I mean, many of you, if you are in a relationship, you work with your significant other at work. But I also feel like this is you loving what you do. Verse here. I also feel like you're getting what you want in life. You're getting whatever it is that you want. If there's a specific job you want, if there's a specific relationship you want, or a person you want, or a thing you want, you're getting it. Many of you are married or getting married. I also feel like you're taking on more responsibility in the family, especially if you're single, you'd be taking on more responsibility in the family. I also feel like whoever you are, you most likely own your own business for some of you, especially if you're a masculine energy. I feel like anything that you touch during this time would turn into gold. The King Midas here. Many of you are ready for a relationship, or you're deepening relationship. You're taking it very seriously with the Emperor. There's almost like something you're very proud of. Like when you think of peacocks, right? It's a lot of, they show off their feathers in order for them to attract their mate. And if you see, there's been a mate attracted, because the Emperor always has his Empress. And I feel like you found your match. I feel like you are taking it very seriously if you are in a relationship. I also feel like you're taking yourself very seriously. I feel like you may own your own business and you may be taking it very seriously. Taking yourself very seriously. The King of Pentacles here. I do feel like you are, with it being green, that's you being in touch with your heart chakra. And that attracting you financial abundance. Allowing yourself to feel. Allowing yourself to be seen. Right? Emotionally. It's like a portal. And of course, these can be pentacles, but at the same time, these can be emotions. Right? I feel like these are like, King of Pentacles, he loves being in a relationship. That's the King of Pentacles. He loves, being the family man. He loves being the father. He loves being the husband. King of Pentacles is the husband. He can also be seen as someone who is very good with money, very well balanced, very stable, and takes their time. I feel like you're taking your time, because when you do the things that you want to get done, you want it to be done correctly, and it will be done correctly by just taking your time. Some of you guys are becoming fathers. I do feel like you're taking action. So much ready here. You know, it's like you're really taking action. It's also like you're using your intuition. It's like you want to do things that make you proud. Proud of yourself, accomplishing goals. I do feel like you'll be accomplishing some goals. Celebrating. All right, let's get into your individual predictions. All right, Aries, what is your future? What's the future for Aries, please? Okay, what's the future for Aries? All right, and the hidden energy. Okay. So you're dropping obligations, responsibilities that are not yours to carry anymore. Okay. You're dropping baggage. Okay. I also feel like you are feeling a release mentally. This could be physically. You could be getting rid of stuff that you don't need anymore, you don't use anymore. Okay. And I also feel like emotionally there is a release. Okay. Because if you look, it's like trying to carry all these things and now you're no longer carrying it. Like you've dropped it. Okay. And I feel like dropping the things that are out of your control that you may have felt like weren't very fair or in your favor. Okay. And now something new is presented to you because you dropped what didn't work. Okay. Sagittarius and Saturn can be Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Ophiuchus energy, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Piscean energy. Okay, so someone is pregnant, it's a boy. Others of you, someone's just pregnant. It could definitely be a girl or someone has a child. Like I feel like someone has children or a child. Yeah, but I also feel like you're inspired to do something new at work or in your career. It's like if you are a musician, you're inspired to write a new song and it's a hit, okay? That you'll be like rewarded for this, I feel. For like it's a bullseye. It's like it hits the target audience, I feel like saying. Others of you, this can be like, if you're single, you meet someone new that you're really attracted to. If you're in a relationship, I see you being very intimate with your significant other. There's a release of anything from the past. It's like a brand new beginning. I also feel like there could be a lot of intimacy, a lot of lovemaking. Someone could also be well endowed. The advice, please, for Aries is success. Now, if you look, there's a bunch of shining. I feel like recognize that you're shining very brightly during this time. Like, recognize that you are going to be experiencing success by doing things that do make you happy, that do bring you joy. With the Ace of Wands, this is like doing things that do put a smile on your face, that do make you feel energetic again. This is a new beginning for you. And it will lead you to success, okay? If you allow yourself to start something new. Embrace this new journey. Embrace this action that you're taking, okay? I also feel like if you're in a relationship, your significant other is well endowed and it's very, it's like there's a renewal in your relationship, like a spark's been ignited. I also feel like you're very hopeful during this time. Stay hopeful. There's a question you came here for, like, for an answer for. The answer is yes. I also feel like there's healing. There could be healing within you if maybe you're not feeling so good. There could be healing with a child. There could be healing with a project. There could be healing with a career. There could also be like a you're energetic again. You have a lot of energy. There could also be a like a spark in your relationship, I feel. I also feel like you're famous or a celebrity, like very well known. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's like you could be healing. I feel like if you're sick, that you heal. If it's a relationship that is like experiencing a difficult time, it heals. Okay. I feel like this is like a very healing energy. You are going right towards success. You could also be seeing 444 a lot. If this is the last that I see, thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Thank you for your kind comments, like, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. Amen and Ashe. All right, Taurus. What is the future for Taurus? All right. It's the vibes. The vibes, Taur. Okay, I love it. So you are learning new ways to communicate, especially if you're a feminine energy. You got the Princess of Swords and you got the Lovers. Number 6 could be significant to you. Gemini energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn energy. I also feel like you could be planning a party, a wedding, a get-together. You could be moving in with your significant other. There is a celebration, though. Some of you guys are celebrating like an anniversary, a birthday party, a bar mitzvah, a wedding. There's some kind of party or get-together. But I am seeing that you are learning. I feel like it's an access way, if you're seeing, to like a higher realm. I also feel like you could be speaking in a higher vibration, thinking in a higher vibration. You could be learning a lot during this time as well. You could be watching something. I do feel like you're very calm during this time because it looks like you got some purple amethyst. Okay. I do feel like you receive a message. And with the Lovers here, I feel like you work with your significant other if you are in a relationship. I do feel like if you are in a relationship, you feel very compatible with this partner, with your significant other. Like, you guys could be intimate. It could be a lot of lovemaking. I do feel like it is like you get lost in one another. It's like ecstasy. You know, you think of alcohol, it's like you lose control, right? So with this person, you were able to lose control. It's very healing. It brings you a lot of peace. The person, you guys could be very possessive of one another. And there's a sweetness that I see in your future here, where it's like you get more with honey than you do with vinegar. It's about being sweet with one another with these bees here. And you guys being a match, there being a lot of peace and harmony with the doves. I do feel like there is a lot of confidence in this connection or this relationship or this person that you are connecting to. If you're single and you're connecting to another single person, okay. I do feel like also, if you are married and one of you were to pass away, the other person would not remarry. The love goes past death. There's also a deceased colleague, schoolmate, sibling, or friend watching over your love life. I saw that in the general collective reading as well, the Congo. Go ahead and check that out. All right, Taurus, let's see, what is your advice? So you have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Okay. So also see red roses, which represent, you know, deep love. And then there's a pink butterfly. So there's change. There's changes happening for you. I feel like you have chosen your lover. So this has been your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. I see the Scorpion here. Definitely transformation occurring. Change. It's like you're like, everything that I've experienced that could have been painful has been worth it, because look at where I am now. I'm in love, or experiencing love. If you're interested in the products I saw in the description box down below, thank you so much for your kind comments, like, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. This is the last that I see you. Thank you so much for watching. Psychic Sid, amen, and ashe. All right, Gemini, let's see what's your future. The energy is okay. So there you are. So you have the Lovers, Gemini. So there's a deceased colleague, schoolmate, sibling, friend watching over you. You also have the hidden energy being the Queen of Cups, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy. You guys feel like if one of you were to pass away, the other person would not remarry. What's the advice? All right. So you have grasshopper situations in the balance that require careful handling. So it's saying with the Queen of Cups, you could be dealing with someone who's very in tune with their emotions. Queen of Cups can also be sensitive. So it's also saying that you could be dealing with a situation where you need to be careful handling your emotions. If you're seeing, she's actually handling a snake. So handling your emotions, handling another person's emotions. Here with the Lovers, right? This is also saying if you really love someone, it's like handle them with care, right? Handle them with care. So I feel like there could be a lot of lovemaking if you're in a relationship. If you are single, you could be meeting someone that you feel compatible with. If you're in a relationship, I do feel like you guys feel like you are soulmates. The feminine energy has the best intentions for the masculine energy. I just got a text message. And I feel like it's getting more in touch with the heart chakra and being able to communicate that. Communicate that with emotional stability, emotional balance. Being aware that you have emotions and other people have emotions, being considerate, right? Being confident about showing one's emotions, allowing one's emotions to be seen. Allowing yourself to be seen. Taking a leap of faith. You know, with grasshoppers also represent, taking a leap of faith at just the right time, right? At just the right time. And if you see, there is a lot of feelings of like being completely exposed. I feel like this is about allowing yourself to be seen, not just by the universe. This could be with a significant other, but taking your time, right? Taking your time with expressing your emotions, cherishing your emotions and expressing them with care, handling situations with care, realizing, you know what, my emotions are very special, very, very important, and I should be cherishing that. I should be careful with how I share that or how I put that out. It's also saying that if you love someone, then you handle that person with care, right? This has been your reading, Gemini. Interesting. Okay. I do feel like it's very mental as well about how you express your emotions. You could also work with your significant other. It's been your reading, Gemini. If this is the last I see of you, thank you so much for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. And if you're interested in the products I saw here, SIKIKSYD in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and ashe. All right, Cancer, let's see what is your future. Hidden energy is okay. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, Virgo and Mercury, and you have the hidden energy being the Lovers, Gemini energy. The number 6 could be significant to you. What is the advice for Cancer, please? So many of you are receiving a lot of money. You could also be joining finances together, getting married with the Ten of Pentacles. You could have been born into money and now you're inheriting something. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. You got ant and pineapple. So you have reconciliation and you have work, achievement, success. Okay. So the work that you put in has finally paid off. This can also be like the work that maybe your family has put in has finally paid off. The Ten of Pentacles, this is a lot of money coming your way. This is land coming your way. This is financial stability. Look at you being waited on, right? Butlers, maids being taken care of. You know, the kid has toys. And there's a dog that's really happy and well groomed, you know. So I'm seeing that what you don't see is love is coming your way with the lovers. If you're in a relationship, there's a lot of intimacy, a lot of love making, feeling very compatible with your significant other. There's also someone deceased watching over your significant other. I do, like, they're watching over your love life. There's someone who's deceased who's watching over your love life, who wants it to succeed, okay? And if one of you were to pass away, that the person would not remarry, I do feel like the moon is significant. We do have a moon in Scorpio coming up soon. I believe it's a full moon. A full moon in Scorpio is coming up, which is very exciting. There it is. That's that full moon. And there's something about like it's like you have someone's heart. You have someone's heart. I feel like you're in love. I also feel like you're marrying into a very like comforting family, a very wealthy family, or you're marrying into wealth. Do you feel like you're coming together with someone, or you could have your own business that will feed your children's children? I do feel like you put a lot of work into it. This is a big achievement. There is a lot of success here. I also feel like you guys feel like you're a match. You guys feel like you're a match, and with the Ten of Pentacles here, it's like it's gonna last for years and years to come. You could work with your significant other, and there's more financial success with you guys working together. I also feel like it's in bloom. Like there are things that are in bloom, things that are blooming, things that are coming into fruition, things that are happening. I feel like things feel very sweet, very light. Things feel like they're happening. You're happy because things feel like they're finally happening. This has been your reading, Cancer. If this is the last I see of you, thank you so much for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. And if you're interested in the products that I sell here, SIKIKSYD, the description box down below. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and Ashe. All right, Leo. What is your future? Energy. Okay. So you have the Hermit. The number 9 could be significant. You have Judgment. You also have Strength. Venus and Leo, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarian energy, Virgo energy. So you have an awakening. One, you're awakening to the fact that you have the opportunity to have a brand new life with the power of self-love. And you're also attracting people towards you by loving yourself. I also feel like it's like you've gone through a brand new like world. If you see, this actually goes to a brand new planet, right? Where there's a lot of people seeing you. Some of you guys work in like entertainment, rap, dance, act, sing. You can work in the legal field. Some of you guys are like working in spirituality, or you're teachers. You could be going to a spiritual teacher. I do feel like you're spending time alone. I do feel like you're in your very natural state. You know, when we're seeing natural hair here, getting clarity on your emotions, being guided by positivity, being guided by hope. Some of you guys are being guided by astrology. Some of you guys are being guided by your religion, your spirituality. And it's like, it's a renewal. There's a renewal in your life. There's a renewal in your relationship. There's a renewal in yourself. Feeling like you have the opportunity to live again. Love again. And that comes with you spending time alone to gain clarity. It's like you awaken to this inner strength within yourself that I don't even think you knew you were aware of. And that's the minor arcana of the Empress, Venus in Virgo. So I feel like you're you own a business that runs itself and it makes you money. And you don't really actually have to work. Many of you were born into wealth. And like you took that money and like you multiplied off of it. You could also be seeing 444 a lot. The number 20, the number 8, and the number 9 could be very significant to you. What is the advice for Leo, please? Happiness. So it's about awakening to what does make you happy and putting your energy towards that. Recognizing you're deserving of being happy. Loving yourself enough to be happy. Through everything you've experienced, loving yourself enough to... Because if you see that this is a very fierce animal, right? But look how pretty that animal is with all those flowers, right? It's like, yeah, you may have gone through things that made you very strong, right? To where you could probably snap someone's neck, right? But the reality is, you're now living in a world where you're allowed to embrace beauty and happiness, where your connections and relationships have spiritual depth, spiritual meaning, and I think you have spiritual wisdom within you, right? Where you actually think before you act. The attention that you're getting is not even like you're trying to get it. I think it's just being drawn towards you because you love yourself. It's like a brand new life is starting for you. Congratulations. This has been your reading, Leo. If this is the last that I see of you, thank you so much for your kind comments, like, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. And if you're interested in my products, in the description box down below. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and Ashe. Hi, Virgo. Let's see what's the future for Virgo. Came out so quick. Oh my gosh. Hidden energy? Really? Really? Wow. Congrats, Virgo. The hidden energy is the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarian energy. You got the Lovers, Gemini energy, as the number 6 could be significant to you, as well as the 10 of Cups, Pisces, and Mars could be Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy. All right, so 1, you are famous. You're very well known. I also feel like you could work with famous people. If you're in a relationship, people feel like you have the dream relationship. They feel like you have the relationship that they want, okay? They feel like you have the life that they want, okay? Just in general, Virgo. Now, I feel like you also have, like, the type of, like, dream lover, like, or also, like, the type of dream life that people would like, right? I also see you being very happy. I see you celebrating. There's something being celebrated. Some of you guys could be a wedding. Some of you guys could be a baby shower, right? A new addition coming into the family. There's some kind of celebration going on. There's some kind of party. Now, could be a birthday, right? But if you see, there's like a... they're in the air. So it's like, where's this water coming from? It's coming from their emotions. It's coming from the love that they have for one another. It's coming from the love that's being experienced in this moment, the feeling of satisfaction. If you're in a relationship, you are the happiest you've ever been. There's a lot of love making. There's a lot of intimacy. There's a feeling of compatibility, being very deeply connected to your significant other, feeling like you guys get lost in one another, feeling like you guys can lose control with one another, and seeing the real beauty in this relationship, feeling the peace and the harmony in this relationship, the deep love that's experienced in it. And if you're single, you could be meeting someone that makes you feel like this, okay? If you're in a relationship, it makes you feel like there's a lot of peace because there's some rose quartz, here's some lavender. You know, it puts you to sleep also. Like it's something that makes you feel so safe. It's actually been scientifically proven that we're able to fall asleep very quickly around people who make our inner child feel safe. So it's like you feel very safe with this individual. Okay, if you're in a relationship, I also feel like you work with your significant other. There's also a deceased colleague, schoolmate, sibling, friend watching over your love life to make sure that it goes well. Okay, now there you be starting a new vitamin routine. I do feel like there are new financial opportunities coming your way. I also feel like gifts are coming your way. I also feel like if you're in a relationship, it actually brings you more money. Astrologically, you're probably with somebody that you guys work very well together and are meant to bring in financial abundance together, right, in this particular timeline. Meaning, in your astrological charts, you guys are aligned energetically to create money on Earth, okay? You guys are obtaining a lot of physical things. Wow, that's really beautiful. Let's see what the advice is for you, Virgo. Horseshoe, good luck. Sagittarius, Pisces, Ophiuchus energy. I'm also feeling like, luck is on your side here. I also feel like if this is work, like you're being recognized, there is a financial opportunity coming your way. Luck is on your side. Good luck. Know that luck is on your side. Know that you got this. Know that whatever you're trying to achieve, it's already going to go in your favor. Like, you don't even have to worry, Virgo. This has been your reading, Virgo. If this is the last that I see of you, thank you so much for your kind comments, size, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. And if you're interested in politics, I saw the description box down below. Thank you for supporting Psychic Sid. Amen and Ashe. Hi, Libra. Welcome to Psychic Sid. Let's see what your future is, Libra. What's the future for Libra, please? What's the future for Libra? All right. So you got the Six of Cups, Sun and Scorpio. It can be Aries, Leo energy. And energy is the Four of Swords. Jupiter and Libra can be Pisces, Ophiuchus, Sagittarian energy. So you're taking time away from social media, taking time to heal. You could be a healer or you're working in some kind of healing arts. I do feel like you could be binging on something. You see how there's like these bottles here. Binging on something. And when we're thinking of this soldier, if you look, there's so many thoughts going on here, right? There's so many events happening here. To where the person actually has a bazooka, like they're ready for war. They look like they're not relaxed, right? They're laying in bed, but they got their war stuff on, like they're ready for war at any second. So they're not really relaxed, self-medicating. They got all these thoughts, thinking about all the different things, right? Of their connections, their relationships, their belief systems on that. How has that manifested for them? What type of luck have they experienced, right? In relationships and connections, friendships. Why is that? Really thinking about this, pondering about this, wanting to heal this, wanting to learn, right? Wanting to learn. And maybe feeling sad about it. But realistically, the point is to learn from it, right? Even if it's been a disappointment to you or to people around you. The Six of Cups is like, I also feel like you're looking at memories from your past. You could be thinking about your family, your children. I also feel like you could be reconnecting with someone that you knew from elementary school, middle school, high school, college, or someone that you just have a lot of memories with. Like, you have a lot of memories with this person. If you're in a relationship, I see you and your significant other thinking of all the past memories that you guys have with one another. And you guys could be going to therapy, like couples therapy. You guys could be doing yoga together, meditation together. This can also be with time to yourself, pondering and trying to heal, right? Resting, praying, meditating, right? The answer is really something that you're finding probably in like religion or philosophy or psychology on relationships, right? Internally by yourself, most likely, or through therapy or through some kind of healing, right? Because you're recognizing that you weren't really healing, right? There was self-medicating here, all these different thoughts right now. It's like you're holding on to a bazooka, ready for war at any second. Learn from it. Learn from the past. 6 of Cups. Learn from it. And it's coming back around with the 6 of Cups, right? And this could be the thought, the emotion, right? The point is for you to, it's coming up because you're triggered to learn from it, because it could be something that you're experiencing right now, right? That you've already gone through, and it's saying you've already gone through this, remember, right? That's why you're triggered, right? Remember. And you've learned from it. So do different than what you've done before. Now, it can also be that you are encountering someone that you have a lot of memories with, and you're feeling really good. It's a good feeling with the 6 of Cups, right? You're like, oh my gosh, this person's from the past. They're back from the dead, right? And I feel like the hidden energy is that you could have been healing to yourself, self-medicating, thinking of all these different events. It's very chaotic, ready for war at any time, and then you receive a message and you connect with someone from the past. All right, connecting with someone from the past, Libra. What is your advice? Bag something important, such as a new job or raise. So you could be recognizing that by taking time to heal yourself, right? There's something from the past that is coming your way that is a good offer. It's a good financial offer. It's a new job, new raise. Okay? From learning something. It's because you've learned something. Recognize that it's because you've learned something. I do think it could be things that you've learned from the past. Okay, this has been your reading, Libra. If this is the last that I see of you, thank you so much for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. And if you're interested in the products that I sell in the description box down below. Thank you for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and Ashe. All right, Scorpio, let's see what your future is. Okay. All right. Okay. Whoa. So, hidden energy is the King of Cups, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy. You also have the Emperor. It can be any astrological sign. The energy that you're really in, if you're a masculine energy, is you are at the head of your career. Like, you're at the height of it. Okay? That's what you can foresee. You could be taking on more responsibility in your business. You could have your own business or be getting your own business. I also see some of you guys could be becoming fathers. I do feel like you are really strutting your stuff. Okay, if you're in a relationship, it's a very faithful relationship. I do feel like it is deepening. It's definitely deepening, and I feel like if you're single, the person you're meant to be with is in your life already. If you're a single masculine energy, the person is already in your life. You just have to use your intuition to figure out who that is. If you see, he can't actually see, right? There's fishes and stuff flying around. He, swimming around. He really doesn't know what, right? Use your intuition if you're single. If you are in a relationship, I do feel like money's coming your way. I also feel like you are you're experiencing a lot of emotions regarding your relationship. You feel like you're falling in love, or you are in love. You're feeling like this is not just my wife or my lover. This is also my best friend. This is also feeling very intuitive during this time, very financially stable, emotionally stable, right? Very clear-headed, very emotionally grounded, taking control with the Emperor. Some of you guys could be getting married, or you could be married. I do feel like you found your match if you are in a relationship. And I do see that there's like an elevating here. It's like with the Emperor, that's really like taking control of a situation. Taking things to the next level. If this is a relationship, it's about taking it to the next level. Expressing one's emotions. Recognizing one's emotions and then acting upon it. Someone is acting upon their emotions with a lot of confidence. What is the advice? Okay. So you have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And June. So look out for June. Something big is happening in June. Okay, Scorpio. Something big is happening. If you look, there's this angel opening up its wings. And I feel like there's someone deceased watching over you. I do get that energy. But I also feel like telling you, like, there is a change that is occurring, okay, by June. Be open to receiving this. I feel like you'll be receiving your flowers, okay? I feel like you'll be receiving your flowers, Scorpio. Being recognized for what you do, okay? For many of you, if you're a father, you're a very good father. If you're a husband, you're a very good husband, okay? Very good partner. Yeah, this has been your reading, Scorpio. If it's the last that I see of you, thank you so much for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. If you're interested in the box that I saw here at SIKIKSYD, that is in the description box down below. Some of you guys are communicating emotion. If you look, the emotion is coming up the mouth. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and Ashe. Ophiuchus are born from November 30th to December 18th. What's the future for Ophiuchus, please? Okay, and the hidden energy is... Oh, thank God. That's beautiful. Okay. That's beautiful. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy. The King of Cups, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy. Hidden energy. Well, this is Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus. Hidden energy is the Eight of Swords, Gemini, and Jupiter. Can be Pisces, Ophiuchus energy with the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Piscean energy. Someone's pregnant with a boy. Or someone is like having a child. I feel like someone's having a baby. Someone's definitely having a baby. Okay. All right. So, what you can foretell for you, Ophiuchus, what you can see coming for you is, one, you're getting a promotion. Congratulations. I also feel like people look up to you, because if you look, all these people have the same face, and then you have a completely different face sitting on top of this wheel. Like, you move the wheel forward for yourself. That's why there's all these lucky charms here. It's like you were the change, right? You were the change. You were like, I changed the way that I believe. I changed the way that I think, right? I had a strong faith in my religion or my spirituality or my philosophical or psychological or spiritual thinking. And I feel like you're very lucky during this time. Like, if you're in a relationship, you feel, and your significant other feels like it's a destined relationship. Like, we're destined to be together. Like, we are not like anything else. We are completely different than we've ever experienced, or that this world will ever experience. I also feel like good things are happening to you. It's like good luck. It's like luck is on your side. And I feel like people are learning from you. If you are single in your masculine energy, you'll be shooting your shot at feminine energy. If you're feminine energy, you'll be shooting, shooting your shot, you'll actually be like accepting that someone is shooting their shot at you. Okay, expect that someone will shoot their shot at you if you're a feminine energy. Okay, and you're just sitting there pretty, just, acknowledging that the shot has been, shot. But If you're a single masculine energy, the person you're meant to be with for the rest of your life is already around you. You have to use your intuition. They're already in your life. If you are in a relationship, you are taking it to the next level if you're a masculine energy, because you feel like you and your significant other are not just lovers, but also best friends. Like, your emotions are deepening for your significant other. You're feeling very emotional and you're expressing that emotion. You're allowing that emotion to be seen. It's like you're allowing your significant other to have a taste of you. See how these people are eating him? You're allowing your significant other to have a taste of you. You're like, it's time with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like things have finally moved the way that it's supposed to. Luck was on your side. This can also be travel. Like, someone could be traveling. And this took time. This took a lot of time. Because if you look at the design of the cups, it took a lot of time. And it's finally occurring. It's finally happening. Someone could also be getting out of jail or just got out of jail. I also feel like if you're in a relationship, your significant other could be very well endowed. And there's a lot of intimacy, a lot of lovemaking. So if you look, there's hands all over her, right? And there's these red roses here showing that this is love. There's different colors on each of the fingers, almost like there is an emotion in each action, in each moment, in each touch. There's a spark being ignited. You're looking at things so differently in regards to your career. You're looking at, oh, I could create this, I could do that, I could do this, I've never done that, I do this. You're so excited. Okay, if you're a musician, it's like there's a song that you are just so excited to put out there that it's something that manifested out of nothing, out of nowhere. It could be you're an artist and all of a sudden you are creating an art that you've just been inspired to create. I do feel like you're seeing things so clearly now. You've gotten out of a victim mentality. You feel free to express your emotions and express your feelings. If you're a single feminine energy, your masculine best friend who's also single is in love with you, okay? I do feel like you feel like you are finally free to express your emotions. You're finally seeing your emotions very clearly. You're feeling very responsible for the things that occur in your life. You are responsible for the luck that you wish to experience and the abundance you wish to experience, right? The good you wish to experience. You are responsible for that. That's what you realized. It's like you realize that you are responsible for your happiness. You're responsible for your luck, right? You realize you're responsible for your luck. You're responsible for your abundance. You are responsible for your emotional fulfillment. You realize, like, you're the one who has to take action. You're not bounded by anything, right? Because if you look, these people are upside down in the flowers. And it's like now it's like being able to bloom, able to bloom. You have dark man dealings, a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. You have crown, honor, and respect will come to you. I do feel like you're receiving a lot of acknowledgement. You are at the top of your career. You're at the height of your career. You have broom, new home, new attitude. Congratulations on the new home, but it's also a brand new attitude where you're recognizing your value. You're recognizing your worth. Recognizing how freaking amazing you are, Ophiuchus. Congratulations. This has been your reading. If this is the last that I see of you, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for your kind comments, like, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. And all the products I saw in the description box down below. Amen. And I'll share. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what's the future for ya. What's the future for? Wow. You have the Emperor in energy with Temperance. The number 14 in energy. Number 4. With the King of Cups, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus. So you're being very patient, Sagittarius. You're in your element, okay? I see being very patient. I also see that there's change occurring. You're willing to learn new things, especially regarding religion, philosophy, psychology, spirituality. That could also be something you work in. I do feel like you're at the height of your career. You could be owning your own business, taking on more responsibility at work. Also feel like if you're a masculine energy, like you are taking your relationship to the next level. You're feeling very emotional and like you want to express that emotion, feeling very emotionally connected to your significant other, feeling very responsible for your significant other if you're a masculine energy. Also feel like you're being very much so with I feel like you're being recognized. You see how there's all these moons here. I feel like it's saying embrace the change. You know, the moon changes like every 2 days, like every day or, you know, every day or 2 days. And it's like, just embrace the change. Okay? Be patient. What is the advice, please, for Sagittarius? What's the advice? It's like, embrace the change. Number 14 and number 4 could be significant to you. October. So something significant could be happening for you in October. Give me one more for advice. Yeah, firecracker. And wishbone, a wish is granted, and excitement. So something really exciting is happening. It could have started in October, and that may give you a sign. It could be happening in October, but be aware that a wish is coming true. There's a wish that you have that will be coming true. Okay, the answer is yes. Embrace change. It's saying allow yourself to be connected to your emotions. You cannot control everything. The only thing you can control is yourself and your emotions and how you deal with things. Okay, be patient. Be willing to learn new things. Okay, embrace the fact that you feel excited about something, that something is finally happening for you, okay? Because you were patient, because you allowed it to come to you. And I feel like you are definitely standing out. I feel like if you're in a relationship, you feel like it's a match. You could also be meeting someone who, because I mean, if you're a single masculine energy, the person you're meant to be with is already around you. You just have to use your intuition to figure out who that is. If you are, many of you, if you're a father, you're a very good father. If you are a single feminine energy, you are, your masculine best friend who's also single is in love with you. And if you're in a relationship, it's a very faithful relationship. I see there being a lot of excitement happening. Something really exciting and amazing is going to occur for you in October. Congratulations. This has been your reading, Sagittarius. If this is the last that I see of you, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. If you're interested in the products that I saw in the description box down below. And amen and ashe. Orange. Ooh, we got cards wanting to fly out. Okay. Your future is the Ace of Cups, being your hidden energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus energy. You got the Empress, can be any astrological sign. Eight of Wands, Sagittarius, and Mercury can be Gemini or Virgo energy. So you could be married, you could be getting married with the Empress here. This is a feminine energy in your life that is very loving, very nurturing, you know, taking care of the home, takes care of herself, very healthy, someone who knows how to have healthy relationships, has a business that is very successful. You could work in a very feminine business for some of you. If you look, the child actually has a cuff around their legs so that they don't move to take the picture. So she's also very smart. The Empress is very smart, you know, knowing how to manage the children, knows her children very well, or just knows how to deal with children very well, or just knows how to make things look good, right? Know how to keep her still, you know, surrounded by pretty things. You could also be traveling. There could be travel, or you have wind chimes, peace and harmony. Okay. And the Ace of Cups. So for some of you guys, this is also like you could be moving in with your significant other. I also feel like this is a lot of self-love. If you're in a relationship, I also feel like you're cherishing the feminine energy. Okay, cherishing the mind. I also feel like you're really appreciating your emotions and being able to process these emotions and putting definitions or an understanding to these emotions, right? Before you offer them up to people, before you allow people to see what's in your mind, before you allow people to see how you really feel. It's like you're really thinking about it. With the Eight of Wands here, I also feel like it's skating away from confusion. And if you look, it's like these people look like they don't really know what's going on in the background here. You know, medicated, lost it, right? And it's like skating away with the Eight of Wands here to success. This is also movement. There could be a video call, phone call. These are romantic messages going back and forth. Do expect that there will be a lot of peace and harmony, and there will be movement, especially emotionally. I do feel like if you are single, you are experiencing a lot of self-love right now, doing a lot of self-care, and really thinking about how do you communicate, and what do you think about communication and how you act upon it, essentially. I think you'll be changing the way that you communicate and like what you think about communication, or what you think in regards to, you know, what you're about to say, essentially. Okay? Someone could also be pregnant. It is a girl. Okay? This has been your reading, Capricorn. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Also, someone's proposing. Congratulations. Or you could be getting married. Okay? Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. If this is the last I see of you, thank you so much for your kind comments, like subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. And if you're interested in the products I sell here, the description box down below. Okay? I do also feel like you are creating something from an emotional state, and it will be very, very successful, but there is movement. Things are moving fast with that air energy here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn energy. Hey, Aquarius, let's see what your future is. All right, hidden energy is the Queen of Cups. Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus. You have the World, the number 21, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn energy. Okay, what is the advice for them? So for the future, there is a cycle closing out for you. It's a 30-year cycle ending. I also feel like you could be traveling. You could be well-traveled. I feel like it's saying this is taking time. And it's not just taking time, but it's like you have completed the cycle because the Ouroboros is behind here. It's eating itself, which is considered feminine and masculine because it's supposed to be, technically speaking, penetration and the feeling of insertion at the same exact time when you really think about it, right? As it's eating itself, representing life. And that's why there's this little body down here representing how life is a, you know, ever-ending cycle, essentially. And how one cycle has ended just for another one to begin. I do feel like this is also about your alignment. I do think this is more like DNA activation as well. I do feel like you're very intuitive. You're connecting to your intuition. I feel like you are, if you're in a relationship and you're the feminine energy, you have the best intentions for the masculine energy. I see you being very emotionally stable, very emotionally balanced, in love, right? Regarding love, regarding emotions, looking at your cup is underwater. You have so much love, it can't even fit in that cup. That's how much love you have. That's how much emotion you have. That's how much tuition you have. I do feel like this is happening by that full moon in Scorpio that we have coming up. Okay. But that's how much emotion you have. You have so much emotion that it can't even fit in the cup. The cup has to just ignore, you know what I mean? That's how much like intuition and emotion that you actually have. And I feel like you're allowing yourself to see that. You're allowing the world to see that. And I think you're seeing the world differently emotionally. I feel like you're also feeling a lot more empathetic. A lot more aware. What's the advice, please, for Aquarius? Aquarius. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Beautiful. Get that bread. Okay, so money's coming your way anytime that you're emotionally balanced and emotionally available. Money comes. Okay, congratulations, Aquarius. Thank you so much for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. If this is the last that I see of you, thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. If you're interested in the procs I saw here in the description box down below. Amen and Ashe. Hi, Pisces. So you're watching someone or someone's watching you. You got the Queen of Pentacles and you got the Eight of Wands. Sagittarius and Mercury can be Gemini, Virgo. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Pisces, Ophiuchus, Taurus, Virgo energy. So you're a queen mind. Is anything that you touch right now, it will turn into gold. You're a money machine. You're the businesswoman, the kitchen witch, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, I also feel like saying, like, people look up to you. People look to you for emotional clarity, emotional guidance, for intellect. I also feel like people view you as someone who's very grounded, as someone who, like, is very stable, consistent, very abundant. Like, they see your value, okay? Many of you guys could be married or you could be getting married, but this is wifey material. The Queen of Pentacles, what does this woman not do? Okay, she does everything. Okay, she takes care of the home, she takes care of the animals, she takes care of the children, she takes care of the business, she takes care of the money, she takes care of this, take care of that. And she looks good while doing. The Queen of Pentacles is very healthy. So one thing that you should know is that your health, one hidden energy you're not aware of, maybe Pisces, is that your health is very good right now. There's some very good health news coming your way, or good financial news coming your way. Which can only mean what, Pisces? That you're also very emotionally balanced, very emotionally stable during this time. And that means money's coming your way because of that. Also, if you're a mother, you're a very good mother. Now, I do see you guys could be traveling, or there could be like a video call, phone call coming your way. But there are messages of love coming your way. I also feel like this is like a connection to your spirituality or religion. Like, you're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of spiritual downloads, right? I also feel like it's almost like you see how it's like, it's so bright. I feel like it's because you see it. And you're allowing yourself to be seen by spirit. You see how naked this person is? Just like the flowers. Like, I'm growing and I'm blossoming and I'm blooming just like the flowers. Naked and in my truth. And because you're allowing yourself to be seen by spirit, in your truth, right? Mentally and through your action, right? It's all aligning. What you believe philosophically, psychologically, spiritually, religiously is aligning. You're now grounding it into the physical reality. And you see it. You see how they're covering their eyes. You wouldn't be covering your eyes unless you were seeing something. You wouldn't be covering your eyes unless you didn't see something. You see something. You see the spiritual downloads. You see the spiritual messages or the things that you're supposed to be knowing during this time. What are you supposed to be thinking and thus saying and doing? And who are you supposed to be connecting to? It's all evolving for you and being taken to another level. There's a lot of movement for you. I feel like some of you guys are communicating at a distance, receiving communication at a distance. These are messages of love. Some of you guys could also be traveling. What is the advice? You have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. So the person you could be dealing with could be older. You could be receiving some messages from an older man. I do see the Emperor was poking themselves out. So you could be in a relationship where the masculine energy is older than you. Okay. Many of you guys could be taking on more responsibility in a business or in a family. I do feel like if you're in a relationship, it's a very faithful relationship, very grounded relationship. Many of you guys could own your own business. You could be becoming a father, or someone's becoming a mother or father. Okay. Some of you guys could be getting married, or you are married. One more advice, please, for Pisces. You also have one more advice, please, for Pisces. You got two cards that came. Oh. One more advice, please, for Pisces. One more advice, please, for Pisces. Oh, okay, one more advice, please, for Pisces. You have candle. You will be shown the way. So you will be shown the way, the light. Then I say you will see, you will be shown the way. You will be able to see where you're going and where you're growing, right? You will be able to see the messages of where the movement is heading. You know, where is your belief system heading? Where's your mentality heading? Where's your action heading for you? Where's the abundance for you heading? You will be able to ground that into the physical reality and see it. Okay? And it will be seen by others. You will be admired. If this is the last that I see of you, Pisces, thank you so much for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. If you're interested in the products I sell, in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and Ashe. Thank you so much for coming to the Congo. I had a blast doing these readings for you. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Thank you so much for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. And if you're interested in the products that I sell, in the description box down below. Amen and Ashe.